Hello and welcome what I call a new video. Today we are going to be playing Mayen. Now we start off with the same rules as Norway. If we look at Norwegian politics, these are the politics of Norway right there, so we have the exact same ones. This is our current government. We have an unacceptable government with literally everyone inside of it, and nothing is better than this. We are actually just no one lives on this island, so going to very low taxes is a very good idea. We're gonna go ahead and research nationalism and build a food industries. And then we let the game roll. And election. Look at us go. 0 votes. God damn it. Oh, now we actually have voters. Look at us go. And the election of Mayen just concluded with 100% legitimacy if every single one is in there. We can actually go ahead and go to autocracy for some reason. Don't worry about that though. Our next plan is to bolster both the intelligentsia and the industrialists, and improve relations with the Great British Empire. Actually, we can become the protectorate of the Great British Empire. Now, we might be a protectorate, but we are also not in the British... We don't have a port, which is quite unfortunate if I do say so myself. We're gonna be starving to death for about 45 weeks. 54. I can't read and speak. These qualities are overrated anyway. Also, look at Count Concher in the Mont of Mayen. Look at him go. The political operating romantic. All I want for Christmas is laissez-faire. We could get rid of the monarchy immediately. We're gonna get rid of the monarchy immediately. We're not gonna get rid of the monarchy, actually. But we are getting a dedicated police force. And we now have a dedicated police force. Look at us go. We're gonna go ahead and get a level 5 law enforcement right here. And we now should have market access to the British market, which immediately tanked our standard of living, which is unfortunate. Also our GDP. We're also gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a degree and get a greener grass campaign going, giving us a high migration attraction. Now we are on national supremacy, so we will have to change this. Oh, the intelligentsia actually has a lot of percentages now. That was very quick, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and still be a righteous government like this, and we are gonna go ahead and go to... Actually, I'm gonna research egalitarianism first. And we just got nationalism, and we are following that with egalitarianism. We will now go ahead and abolish the monarchy. And hippity-hoppity, our food industries is now our property. We also have a potential of iron mines, but we currently do not have peasants in our nation. So all I'm gonna do is get a clothes factory going on our island, which will take a few weeks. A new political party has formed. The only political parties are now the Agrarian Party and Venstre. We also have the very loyal armed forces, giving us a ginormous bonus. Also, the trade unions wish to join... Oh, the trade unions just got bad. Wait, why can't I put the trade unions in government? I do not know, but the armed forces can join the government right here. Absolutely no one is going over here. Unfortunate. But we now have the parliamentary republic. We're gonna go ahead and enact public schools and go up a tax law. Oh, actually, we are losing a bunch of money because we are building. Why are we losing so much money now? I have no idea. Unfortunate. Oh, because I actually have to pay for government wages now. The average standard of living in Mayen is 23. Jesus Christ. Everyone is employed over here, and therefore getting a good amount of pay. It is actually the #1 food industry with 19. And we now have total separation of church and state, giving us just no authority at all. I'm gonna now stop bolstering the intelligentsia. Still trying to get the industrialists though. Kinda weird that they are only at 0.9%, considering we have the most profitable food industries of all time. Yeah, sugar and grain are cheap as dirt because we are indeed in the British market. Also, I would like to give a shout out to our Chancellor. He's plus 50 popularity. Everyone loves this guy. Our GDP is going down the drain because we are currently getting a bunch of stuff. So we are gonna go ahead and stop construction for a bit, which actually does not change anything. Apparently we had investment pool which was paying for the buildings. I am very confused. Nonetheless, we can get another 80 if we go to very high taxes, but that really just isn't that much. There's another election afoot and there's only a singular party now. Okay, the party has disbanded, I guess. And we just got egalitarianism, meaning we can go ahead and extend our citizenship to multiculturalism. And here's my confessional, I really love playing these small little nations with no, like, neighbors or geopolitical stuff. I can just build up my nation and, you know, RP as a law system. You know, like this playthrough is just me making the best nation for people to live in. So we currently have one radical. Single person is just not happy how things are going, but 4K? That's, like, most of my population. Oh, we got multiculturalism, and our standard of living immediately plummeted because people are now going into our nation. We're gonna go ahead and guarantee liberties. It's mostly Norwegians that are coming in, but also Aboriginal, Sami, A lot of people are basically just coming to Mayen right now. And they're finding immediate employment in our very much underemployed industry. Currently, a lot of people are going to the port to work over there. We are losing a lot of money. Uh-oh. We're gonna go ahead and go to medium taxes. We just get guaranteed liberties. And I wish to do a proportional taxation reform. For that, I do need the trade unions. Funnily enough, I can get 100% legitimacy with the trade unions here, so we are going proportional. We now have 20,000 people. Our GDP is going up just faster than I can do anything. We get central archives, even though we do not have an administrative building. We should probably change that. My next building is going to be an administrative building. Even less tax income. And funnily enough, the more people that are moving in, the more the more of a profit I make with this reform. So now it's saying up to 200 revenue. Oh my god, that's 220 now. Because the people are moving in, immediately getting jobs, and immediately getting paid. So the port is now fully employed. So people are now going into these. We can't actually build anymore, which is unfortunate. We are going to have to declare bankruptcy. Because our small economy can simply not handle 2 buildings. Even though we are not subsidizing them, we are just paying for the government goods for them. So we are going to have to... oh, it's the military! Right, we're gonna build an arms industry. Also, we have completed From Farms to Factories. Giving the industrialists more power, a rousing speech before the public, giving us more things on proportional taxation. The industrialists now have 5%, a devout scandal, and we now have a GDP of 230k. So now we are majority Aboriginal. What are you doing down there, Australia? Well, it has gone down from 200 to only 69, which is unfortunate. France has landed in London, which is unfortunate, considering we are part of the British market. Oh, I've made a funny. The textile mills are now fully employed. The food industries are not. Unfortunate. And now the food industries are fully employed. Discord with the intelligentsia. And we now have gotten some canneries, so we are going to go ahead and use them. Making our food industries even more profitable and with getting even more people in there. Paper's also a problem. We're gonna make a paper mill. I have 0 peasants in this nation. That is unfortunate. But our population is still shooting up. The more rich the people are, the more we tax them, is the thing I'm really trying to get here. I'm just really dying out here. We almost have 500k GDP. We almost have half the GDP of Argentina. How much GDP does Haiti have? Oh, they have 600k guys and a lesser GDP than me. Imagine being bad. Oh, why? Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. I'm only losing 800 now. Marginally better. And now I lose even less. And now, if I go here, I lose even less. And if I go here, I make money. I am now making money. Standard of living is not finding that nice, but making money. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out just so I can make this go back up, because I don't like not doing that. Definitely going to need to build one of those. That's a lot of weeks. There's a lot of weeks. We now have 100k population. And we have 2 subsistence farms. People are actively not working in my factories. Oh my god, stop big bolstering them, Jesus Christ. Now it's plus 30% offense and defense. We're just never going to war, but still, it's quite nice to see. Do 100,000 people even fit on this island? Probably not. Okay, I am now back on medium government wages, and I am making money. Newly formed parties are right in time for the election. Oh, the patriotic party. People are just really in love with the army. We just stamped out monarchism. We are going to leave the past behind us. Meaning the monarchy shall not be. We are now making 600. That is nice to see. If I go down a tax law, we are only making 300, but at least our people will be happier about this. Could actually go down to medium again. We might only be making £9, but at least we're not taxing our people. The standard of living is still going down because more and more people are coming into our nation and do not have the jobs. I should really work on this. Yeah, I don't think the paper is ever gonna paper. I'm just gonna upgrade this. No, that also takes so long. Oh my god. I'm gonna go ahead and do the unthinkable. I'm gonna build a construction sector and go to iron frame buildings. The votes are in. The Patriotic Party has won the election. Oh my god, every party in the government. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna go ahead and go to laissez-faire. Like, when the new update hits, these small nations are gonna be a lot more viable, because then, if you don't know, the investment pool is going to be autonomous, so that people that actually invest can just build their own things, instead of how it currently works, and I just don't have to build, just use the money. And we're gonna go ahead and go to free trade, even though that won't do anything, because we are in the British market. Construction sector built. And we're gonna go ahead and do something profitable, please. You know what? Steel. That's 213 weeks. No. 193. Gonna need a second construction. I'm gonna need 3, actually. And because I'm currently building construction sectors, there, you know, is actually a pretty nice thing with the employment. Because the more employment I get, the less my people will starve. Wood and tools are not nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and build a tooling factory. As you can see, as soon as we build stuff again and employ people, our thing is just going up immediately. Now, don't look at that. Building at 19, really not good for the economy, I'ma be honest. We can definitely not break even, but we can build a large chunk of this, and now we have free trade. Look at us go. I'm also losing 3k just like that. Some might say I did a little bit of a funky move. I'd say the same. I'm losing 2k. I don't know how to play this game. 59 weeks. Let's go. 59 weeks. We survive. We can survive this. Right, guys? There's a good chance we don't win, actually, which is unfortunate. So, I've dug myself a hole, which is unfortunate. Should avoid doing that. I can get 100. Now, I would not make money. How do I just not make money? Okay. Even with all of that combined, I also lose 50 pounds. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Okay. I'm now making money. I'm making money. I downgraded my port. That was the reason. I'm gonna do what's called a pro-gaming maneuver. I'm gonna try to build this. I am heavily considering just getting rid of the construction sectors. I'm doing it, actually. Like, if I resume construction right now, the construction sectors itself cost a lot of money, so me getting rid of them is actually the correct play in every single way. It might take actual years to build it, but I do not care. So I decided to clamp it down to 1 construction sector. Bad idea. Just very bad idea. This would cost me 1,000 less, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back to wooden construction. But the good thing about this is I can simply pause all construction and then make my money back. And as soon as I have a few reserves built up, I can go ahead and resume construction. Through sheer willpower, I have finally managed to build the clothing manufactories. No, furniture manufactories. I am ever so sorry. So now we have finally 5,600 more places for people to be employed. That took a while. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm only making so much money because there's... Yeah, that's why I did it. I can't make money while building, so I had to basically just stop whenever I went into minus because I didn't want interest rates. Pain and suffering, you might say. But our good old standard of living is going back up because more people are getting employed. Our population went down a ton because they didn't have jobs. Couldn't get them. Everything was so unfortunate. I can't build logging camps because I built an iron mine. Anyways, we now have a standard living of 16. Look at us go. For some reason, immediately, people hear of, whoa, there's new jobs on this island. Time to go back. I can hate these people. Nonetheless, we have 10. I built a singular construction sector. Every time I go ahead and press the resume building button, everything goes to shit. We currently have a little bit of an investment pool build up because I haven't been building. And also because, you know, capitalists exist now. So a few weeks we can go without, you know, having to spend a bunch of money on our building. Now we don't have an investment pool anymore, which is unfortunate because now we have to pay for it. Meaning... in how many weeks time? It's just 13 weeks time we're gonna have to stop constructing because then we'll go into minus, making it even worse because of interest rates. And because we are place 106, our interest rates are 20%. And also because we declared bankruptcy, our interest rate is even higher. So what I'm basically telling you, that as soon as that gold is gone, I'm outta here. I guess we can actually go in the plus now because we have a bunch of capitalists. Oh yeah, can't actually. We're still gonna lose 100, even if we just annihilate our population. But at least I'm pretty sure we can survive 44 weeks on that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can't, actually. Mind you, I don't have to pay a whole 600 of those because of the capitalists that are paying like 600 bucks towards buildings. You know? What? What? Why? Just... I'm currently building a chemical plant because explosions. I'm currently building a chemical plant because explosives are actually plus 69 expensive. Funny number. Anyways, in 25 weeks we will do a bunch of explosives. We will actually be making 40 explosives. We are now making 50 pounds. Look at us go! Now we just got an upgrade to our food industries, giving us even more people to work in the food industries and even more productivity. We are only the number 4 food industries now, which is unfortunate, but that doesn't matter. Also, the chemical plant was successfully built. Chemical plant has an input good shortage of tools, so we're gonna go ahead and build a tooling workshop. Loads are unprofitable because of the abundance of not silk. Gonna go ahead and get a lot of import of silk going. For some reason, nothing is profitable anymore, and I thought it was something to do with the fact that I may not have any market access anymore, but I do have market access to the British market, and I am still very much a British protectorate. So I have honestly no idea what is going on. Oh, it's probably the fact that I only have 81% market access. And I cannot, you know, improve that in any way because I do not have the railway researched. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make that happen real quick. Our GDP is very much a roller coaster of emotions if you take a gander. This should not be looking like that. I have found the reason why we don't have market access. Apparently we don't have enough boats. What? Meaning we do now actually have to do the funny move I was dreading. The very reason we went away in the first place. So let's take a little bit of a gander at our newly acquired port. So we are going to need a little bit of employment in here so they can go ahead and actually get those convoys working. And now we have 100% access to the British market. And let's take a look at the productivity of our buildings. Most of them are now back in the green, but they are all making a profit. So it was indeed because of that. I now have 1 million GDP. Remember, I am a single state, so a single state having a GDP of 1 million is actually not that bad. For comparison, this state has 60k, and most states over here in Russia also don't cross the 1 million mark. Neither does most of the US, if we take just a bit of a gander. We now have 2 prestige. We could potentially have more if I wasn't on very low government wages, but don't worry about that. We now have a much more attractive country, so even more people are coming over. And now that we have a stable enough nation to actually go ahead and build stuff, it is actually quite nice to see. The first wave of immigrants we had there also just died down because we didn't have enough jobs to, you know, put them in, which was our downfall over there, but now we have actually enough jobs for newly arriving people. Even with very low government wages, most of the people here are happy and loyal. You love to see it. Oh, now that is certainly very interesting. Nova Scotia is independent. Now, Nova Scotia has 33k GDP. It is actively on fire and has a single barrack filled with irregular infantry. What if I were to build 2 things and a naval base and upgrade that barrack to skirmish infantry and mobile artillery, making them way better than the Nova Scotians? And because the Nova Scotians do not have ships, we could go ahead and declare war on Nova Scotia. If I ever get to have a different interest. You know, I kind of forgot about that part. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Totally fine. Also, we now have 1.2 million GDP. Look at us go. Common Argentinian L. As we reach 2.5 million GDP, we have created the most productive food industries in the world. Now, I have been building up Mayen without showing you. I somehow turned the ship around. I have now gotten enough people to constantly grow the investment pool. I am now on very low taxes, high government wages, and high military wages. You just love to see it. I could probably get rid of this. Yeah, I can get rid of it, and I will actually. And there we go, we have gone up to the 92 most powerful nation in the world, which is marginally better than before. Look at me go. Also, Nova Scotia is in a civil war. Now that we've reached a good 3 million GDP, I would like to call it for this video. I hope you enjoyed me playing Jan Mayen, and if you want to see me play Jan Mayen a little bit more, then go ahead and press the Jan Mayen button.